Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Cappy back with a brand new one. And I know it's been a little while since I last uploaded, but we're coming back with this one. Been busy with school, work, and just personal things. I kind of felt like I wanted to go ahead and record a video, but I didn't really know what I wanted to record the video about because I have a couple ideas for videos that I'm still currently working on, but I didn't know which one I wanted to go ahead and record and upload. I've been thinking about this one for a while now. I've been wanting to record it and upload it, just talk about it. But, this is the first video of the new year, 2024. Hopefully this year we can make it a big year, get a lot of uploads in, and just talk about some fun stuff. With all that being said, let's get into the video. Today, what I want to talk about, actually, skill-based matchmaking when it comes to Modern Warfare. I obviously, after the beta for Modern Warfare 3, I haven't played it. Let me take that back. So they did do a free weekend for Modern Warfare 3, and I do think I played a couple hours of that. Unfortunately, it wasn't any better than the beta. It was still dog shit. But I still played it just to try it out. So I haven't played it, but I think what I'm about to say goes for Modern Warfare 2 as well as Modern Warfare 3. Because I think Modern Warfare 3 still has the skill-based matchmaking just turned up to, I don't know, if you would say MW2 is 8, Modern Warfare 3 is 10. It just turns it up a little bit more, which I think they've kind of been doing every year. Almost like we're a frog in a boiling pot of water. They're slowly turning it up, hoping we don't notice it. Unfortunately for them, we do notice, especially when you go back and play other CODs, abundantly clear that skill-based matchmaking is so prevalent. It's so strong in modern Call of Duties compared to old ones or ones of the past. So, I did a lot of thinking about the skill-based matchmaking. I wondered if I was wrong about it. I've listened to a lot of people in the community talk about skill-based matchmaking, why it's there. From everything I've seen and heard, it's there and it's not going anywhere. And there has to be a reason for that. I had previously thought they just have skill-based matchmaking. From what I've heard and from personal experience, that it's just to protect the players that are worse, the little jimmies, from people that are actually good at the game. And that's what I thought for a while. But coming from personal experience as well as other players I know, I'm pretty dog shit at the game. I know a lot of other players that are also dog shit at the game. And for some reason, people that are really good at the game, they get sweaty lobbies and they get bent over and fucked from the skill-based matchmaking. For some reason, players that are also not very good at the game get bent over and fucked by the skill-based matchmaking. And I just don't understand why, if it's supposed to protect the players that are not as good, why it's not protecting us, but actually fucking us, just like it's fucking the players that are good at the game. I don't really understand that. I've heard that maybe it's to get people to pay money, and that I don't really understand. Maybe if it gives a player that's not very good false representation that they're actually a lot better at the game than they actually are. So then they go ahead and think, oh, I'm actually really good at this game, let me buy these skins in the game, and they pay money. But I don't know, for me, I don't really see that as that probable. I think that if you're playing a game and you're getting slapped around by the SBMM, I don't understand why then you would be like, let me go buy these skins for this game. I really don't understand. And maybe the reason the skill-based matchmaking is so bad for me is because I haven't gone ahead and spent money on the game. And maybe if I went ahead and actually spent money on the game, it would start giving me better lobbies. But honestly, I wouldn't know unless I went ahead and bought the skins. And I'm not gonna buy skins for this dog shit game. So that's not gonna happen. Then I started thinking that actually the reason for skill-based matchmaking is not to get people to buy their skins. It's not to protect people that aren't very good. It's taking everybody in the Call of Duty community, everybody that plays their games, and it's taking them and it's manipulating them down to game per game. I've seen this time and time again with personal experience and through other people's gameplays. These games come down to winning by a point or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Like, it is really close games. And if I go back and play older Call of Duties, maybe this is just my memory, but it was not like this. Games were not this close. Now it is so close that you have to sweat your balls off just to get 1 extra point to win the game. It's really, really crazy because at the start of a game, it'll be really easy and I'll be using something like, a sniper or, just kind of chillaxing, not really in it. And then as the game progresses, you'll be beating them by like 20, 30 points. And then out of nowhere, they'll start sweating their balls off. Or at least that's the way it looks. Or maybe you're also being nerfed. And all of a sudden, I started having packet loss and connection issues. And my shots aren't hitting. And I'm not doing the damage I should be doing. And then I have to switch to a more sweaty class and start sweating my balls off just to win when we were just winning by 20 points and now we barely win by 1 point. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if you really think about it, they're trying to manipulate each player into each game being really, really intense. They'll give you like 4 or 5 losses and then they'll give you 1 or 2 wins followed up by 4 or 5 more losses. What I believe is happening is they're trying to manipulate the player into playing way longer than he otherwise would have played. They're trying to get people that would maybe only spend like an hour or 2 spending double that amount of time on their game. And I guess that kind of makes sense because the longer a person spends on their game, the more likely they are to buy skins or put money into the game, as well as it helps out their player count and the amount of play time for each player. I truly believe that's what's happening. We all know this skill-based matchmaking exists. It's in the game and it's not going anywhere. And we know that there has to be a reason. And I just haven't seen a reason for skill-based matchmaking to exist besides that. Because the protecting bad players doesn't make sense. Solely just for people to spend money doesn't fully make sense. It kind of makes sense. But the only one that really makes sense to me is that they're manipulating you. They're manipulating each COD player to get them to spend longer on the game, hopefully to get them to spend money on the game. I know from personal experience, I would have hopped off after a few losses, but I'll continue to play because I'm hoping to end the night with a win. And I'm like, man, I just gotta get that win. And that's what it is it subliminally like addicts you to it, to that those dopamine hits, those high intensity games, makes you play in the hopes of getting one of those wins after, say, 4 losses. But that's my theory. I might be right, I might be wrong. If you guys agree with it or disagree with it, go ahead and let me know down in the comment. Let me know what you think about my theory. But that's just what I'm thinking. But this has been Cappy. I'll see you guys in the next one.